friends! Welcome back to Toon Talk English, the place where learning English feels easy, natural, and full of emotion. Let me ask you something. How do you express your feelings in English? Do you always say, I am happy or I am sad, and stop there?
If yes, then this episode is made just for you. Because by the end of this video, you'll not only speak about your emotions, you'll feel the confidence behind your words.
Yes, and this episode is a part of our shadowing series, where we learn English through real conversations, simple stories, and daily practice. So grab your earphones, and let's dive into today's topic, talking about feelings and emotions in English. Every day, we feel something. Joy, stress, peace, excitement, or maybe even fear. But expressing these emotions in English can sometimes be difficult. Many learners just say, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm angry. But English gives you so many beautiful ways to express how you feel. And today, you'll learn them all naturally through shadowing practice.
And remember, when you express your emotions clearly, you don't just speak English, you connect through English.
Exactly. Let's begin with simple expressions you can use every day. All right. Repeat after me. I'll read each sentence, then you shadow with me. I feel happy when I spend time with my family. I feel sad when I miss my friends. I get nervous before speaking in front of people. I feel proud when I achieve something small. I get excited when I learn something new. I feel relaxed when I listen to music.
Beautiful. Every sentence you just shadowed improves your fluency and emotional accuracy.
Kip, when shadowing, don't just repeat words. Imagine the feeling behind them. If you say, I feel relaxed, take a deep breath. When you say, I'm excited, smile while saying it. Your emotions train your pronunciation. Now, let's talk about grammar, very simply. We usually use I feel or I'm feeling for emotions. Examples, I feel tired today. I'm feeling better now.
So, what's the difference? I feel means it's your general emotion, something that happens often. I'm feeling means it's temporary. It's happening right now.
For example, I feel happy when I learn English. It's something that happens often. I'm feeling happy today. It's about now. Tip, if you can add today or right now, use I'm feeling. Otherwise, just use I feel. Now let's talk about positive emotions. Repeat after me. I feel joyful when I talk to my best friend. I'm feeling motivated to learn English today. I feel calm when I meditate in the morning. I'm feeling thankful for the people who support me. I feel proud of how much progress I've made.
Perfect. Use positive sentences like these daily. They not only improve your English, but also your mindset.
Sometimes we all have days when we feel low, and that's okay. Let's learn natural ways to express those feelings politely. I'm feeling a bit down today. I feel nervous before exams. I'm feeling upset because my plan didn't work. I feel disappointed when I don't do my best. I'm feeling lonely, but I know it's just for now.
See how these sentences sound gentle but real? That's how native speakers express emotions, softly but clearly.
Now, let's boost your emotional vocabulary.
Cheerful, happy, and full of energy. I feel cheerful when I talk to my cousins.
Frustrated, upset because something isn't working. I get frustrated when my internet stops while editing a video.
Grateful, thankful for something. I feel grateful for every small progress I make.
Relaxed, calm, and comfortable. I feel relaxed after my evening tea.
Anxious, nervous, or worried. I'm feeling anxious before my presentation.
Excited, looking forward to something. I'm so excited about creating new content.
Tip: create your own emotion bank. Write down 3 new emotion words every week and make one sentence with each. In 1 month, you'll have 12 new emotional expressions ready to use.
Here's a small reminder, friends. Whenever you use feel or I'm feeling, remember, we always use adjectives, not adverbs. Repeat with me. I feel happy, not I feel happily. I'm feeling nervous, not I'm feeling nervously. Quick tip. After feel, always describe how you are, not how you do something. That's why we use adjectives like happy, sad, tired, excited.
So always remember, I feel or I'm feeling plus adjective equals correct sentence. Mini trick. If the word describes you, it's usually an adjective. If it describes how you do something, it's an adverb.
Now, let's do a short emotional story together. Shadow each line with me. Yesterday was a mix of emotions. In the morning, I felt calm while planning my video ideas. Then I felt a bit anxious before recording. Later, when I saw positive comments on my last post, I felt so grateful. By the end of the day, I felt relaxed and happy with my progress.
That's a beautiful reflection, Neha. Learning English is not just about grammar, it's about expressing life.
Exactly. When you share your emotions, people connect with your story, not just your sentences. Okay, quick quiz. Let's see how much you remember.
Q1. Which do we use, adjectives or adverbs after feel? Answer, adjectives. I feel happy. I'm feeling tired.
Q2. I'm feeling is used for which emotions? Temporary emotions, happening now.
Q3. Fill in the blank. I'm feeling before my exam. Nervous, anxious, excited.
Q4. True or false? It's wrong to talk about negative emotions in English. False. Expressing emotions makes your English natural and real.
Amazing work, everyone! You just learned how to express your emotions in English, confidently and naturally.
And here's your bonus tip. Whenever you feel something during your day, say it out loud in English. I'm feeling tired. I feel proud of myself. I'm feeling happy today. This simple practice helps your brain connect emotion with English words, and that's how you start thinking in English.
Another quick trick, when you watch movies or listen to songs, note down emotional phrases and repeat them aloud. It trains your tone, pronunciation, and emotion all together.
Yes, that's called active listening. It's one of the fastest ways to sound natural like a native speaker.
And remember, every emotion, happy or sad, helps you grow. Don't hide your feelings, express them with confidence.
So keep shadowing, keep speaking, and keep expressing yourself. And yes, you can also check our last posted episode, Learn English with Diwali, right after this one. It's full of festive vocabulary and cheerful expressions.
And if you're new here, hit that like button and subscribe to Toon Talk English for more emotional and easy English shadowing episodes
Because the more emotions you express, the deeper your English becomes and the closer you get to fluency.
See you in the next episode of our shadowing series.